Filming live from the firehouse. It's Good Night with Christopher Blue. Special guest, Ben Barefoot. I'm your co-host, Weaver. I'm your co-host, Weaver. Here's your co-host, that guy. Here's Christopher Blue, host.
Hello and welcome to Good Night, Christopher Blue. I'm your host, Christopher Blue, and we have one for show for you tonight. Tonight, we talk to a one-legged hobbit. What? But we'll get to that. I'd like to thank you guys for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified when we upload new content. When we come back, Ben Barefoot.
Hey! Tell me how I can win the $100 gift card.
That's why I'm here? That's easy. All you have to do is subscribe to Good Night with Christopher Blue. Make sure it's public so we know you're subscribed. Comment the secret word on every video. It'll appear. It'll look something like this. And then another way you can be put in for the entry is you can win 5 entries by just joining our Patreon. At the end of season 2, we'll do a live stream where we'll do a drawing for the $100 gift card, but also a bunch of merch.
This better be right.
Welcome back. Tonight's guest, he is one of my greatest friends. He's a awesome guy, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him. So take it away out of studio, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. I am here with Benjamin Barefoot. Ben, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good today.
Good. Now, I have to talk about this. The irony of your last name. It is a big joke that you go along with. The fact that you only have one foot and your name is Barefoot. That's just a huge coincidence.
That it is. Most people think it's a joke when they know me as an amputee and they find out my last name's Barefoot. It's like, you're joking, right? It's like, no, it really didn't make sense until I lost a leg, but now it makes perfect sense.
Now, we have been friends for quite some time. Let's see, since
About 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years?
Or longer. Why not?
Yeah, it has to be longer because I was definitely younger than 20.
We met through some mutual friends. Like I was part of a youth group, and you were friends with the people in the youth group.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was weirder when I was an adult and you weren't. But I mean, it's friendships are made, and it doesn't matter what the age are.
That's right.
It is.
That's right. So as we've stated, you are an amputee. How did that happen?
Well, like we said, it's been a while. Back in 2014, I was riding my bicycle to work in North Manchester, Indiana, and I was on the highway, and then I guess the semi driver did not see me. I do not remember it, thankfully, but I woke up in the hospital with a fractured leg, which led me to a long journey of a little over 2 years and 15 surgeries to fix the leg. And then, we can't fix it. So number 16 was the removal.
And what would you say the biggest challenge of losing your leg has been?
Really? I mean, I've dealt with it quite well. Phantom pains are a pain.
For those who don't know, real quick, what's a phantom pain?
Phantom pains, well, I am a left below knee amputee, which means about 6 inches below my kneecap, down to my foot is gone. Now, phantom pains are, well, my left foot is hurting, or there's an itch, or something, and part of your body that's no longer there. You may physically know it. I mean, your mind knows it, but for some odd reason, it will never fully understand that foot's not there. And it just, some days are worse than others. Some people have them worse than others. And just like, you go down to scratch your foot and it's not there, or You get with the pin and needle filling in your foot that's not there. And it's just one of those average things that's part of it being an amputee. You just deal with it. Some better than others.
Yeah. So you went through this accident. You were on your bike and on your way to work when this happened. You recently had the chance to finish that bike ride that you didn't get to finish back then. Can you tell us a bit about that?
It was one of the most exciting and most terrifying moments of my life post-accident. So like I said, accident was in 2014. Amputation was in 2016. And 6 years post-amputation, on the 8th anniversary of my accident, I go to North Manchester where the accident was, and with the help of my prosthesis, Scott of Brimmer Prosthetics, I start the journey all over again. And I may have been 8 years late, but I finally made it to work.
I love that. So with this, you kind of use the advertising hashtag finish the ride.
Right. Yes. Finish the ride for me personally was, finish the bicycle ride for that day. Now, I'm still using that for my rest of my life. Finishing the ride is just not letting whatever disadvantage is set into my way. Like for me, mostly it's missing my leg, and just to cross that finishing line, finish your goal. Don't give up, and just fight the fight, because it will be worth it when it's all over, said and done.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you didn't let losing your leg defeat you. It sounds like you want to use the fact that you are an amputee to inspire others.
By keeping myself inspired, I do hope to inspire. Well, my goal is just one person. If there happens to be more, hey, that's even better. But I would just want to help one more person finish their ride, whatever their ride is. And even if it is, I'm going to get out of the chair and wash my dishes myself today or something like that. Because there's some amputees out there who are just afraid to put their leg on because it is a different world. It takes 2 years after becoming an amputee to become, well, one with your leg, so to say. And some people just don't want to try because they're afraid. It's like, well, there are people in places out. I mean, like, I am part of a good group on Facebook that help people with this. We call it with Brimmer Prosthetics, that we have a great support group for amputees. No matter what, we're there to keep you motivated, and just we want you to be the best you, whatever you want to be. And Scott, my prosthesis, who is also an amputee, is very good at keeping you motivated without really pushing you too far. He now wants me to learn to run, and that's my next goal. And I was a runner beforehand, and so just one step at a time.
That's awesome.
And it's quite literally with a missing foot, just one step at a time.
What future projects are you wanting to do or get involved with to help inspire people?
My next one, and I'm just waiting to get some funding to help with it. I mean, I'm using an app, I think it's called Conquer, and it's using the Lord of the Rings movies as inspiration, where you get to it's 5 or 6 virtual races, and you are taking the ring from the Shire to Mordor, as in traveling, Frodo's journey. And wow. I hope to almost have some kind of narrative and to have fun with it, to possibly have a TikTok or Instagram or something where I can have a character following Frodo, because he doesn't have the real ring and he left it behind. Now I got to get the ring to him, or I may come up with it and this was a fake one left behind to mislead the bad guys of the story. And I had the fake one all the time. We'll just see where I go with it, and hopefully it goes pretty good.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I'm hoping to start soon, but it may be like halfway through the year before I get it. But it will be done, and it will. I mean, I will have fun doing it because, like, I mean, it's a good story, and I'm hoping to have good fun with it. And I already have a T-shirt with Sean Bean's character on it. I can't remember his name.
Sam?
No, that's Sean Astin. I'm talking about the human that says, one does not simply walk into Mordor alone.
Is that
I want to say Boromir, but I might be butchering the pronunciation.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He doesn't make it out of the first movie. But I got the picture of him sitting in the council at Rivendell, and I'm going to get put on it. One does not simply walk to Mordor on a prosthetic leg. And then just use that as promotion of my TikTok, Instagram page. And really, I mean, it's more for me to have fun with it and hopefully just, get one follower or maybe two. I mean, like, my overall goal is just to inspire one person. So if I get one follower, hey, I got my goal.
Yeah, that's awesome. So go ahead and take the time now. Like, if you wanted to say something to an amputee to lift them up, what would you say to them?
First of all, it does get better. It is not the end. I mean, you have to find your right prosthesis, and I can help you with that. If you need help, just get a hold of me on my Facebook or Instagram. Hopefully we can find a good one in your area. And just remember, it literally takes 2 years after putting your prosthesis on to get used to having that prosthesis. The journey is long. It is worth it. And there is people out there who can help you. Like me, myself, and others, and families of amputees. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be an amputee, but somebody who's helped an amputee through it. Because, like, my prosthesis, Scott's daughters are big into it. They love helping people. They got both their legs, but they helped their dad through the journey, and it just makes their day helping other amputees achieve goals in their life.
I love that. Where can people check you out to keep up with your journey?
Right now, mostly on Facebook. Just look up my name, Benjamin Barefoot. Most of the time, I have a profile picture that says "Too cool for two legs," and I am working up on setting a TikTok, which will be, I think I want to call it the one-legged hobbit. And that's just, a direct quote, and hopefully that goes well. And then, like, again, I can answer any question you ever need to the best of my knowledge, or direct you to people that can help you. 'Cause I know a lot of good prosthesists who are good at answering questions way better than I am. I do my best to keep people inspired, and hopefully we can work this out, and hopefully we can get you to your goal, whatever that goal is.
That's awesome. I'll make sure the links to all your information is in the description of this video. Ben, thank you so much for coming on the show. You really are an inspiration to others, and I'm hoping we can use this episode to spread your message a little bit.
Thank you, Chris.
So,
I guess we can say good night.
Yeah, yes. Sending it back to Chris in the studio.
Thanks, Chris. Well, that's our show. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified whenever we upload new content. Until next time, good night, my sweet baby angels. I'll see you in the future.